Hello everyone, welcome to all. Today we are going to start chapter 10 from the literature book. The name of the chapter is Alexander the Great. So, first of all, I will tell you something about Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great III was known as the King of Macedonia. He was born in 356 BC, means he was born before the birth of Jesus Christ, and he was died in 323 BC. He was a great king of Macedonia. He has a great desire to conquer the entire world. He wanted to conquer the entire known world. Here, this story narrates his last and greatest victory before he was forced to turn home by his troops. When his soldiers forced to turn home, this is the story at that time, and this is his last and greatest story. So, let us start with the story. After conquering the Western world, Alexander now turned his eyes towards Asia. After conquering, after winning the Western world, after making control over the Western world by his army, Alexander now wanted to turn his eyes towards Asia. Now he wanted to win Asia. March is to the Golden Bird. He ordered his men, for that was what India was known as in the world at that time. He, Miss Alexander the Great, he ordered his army to march towards the Golden Bird. At that time, in the ancient time, India was known as the Golden Bird because India was so rich at that time. Our history has a great importance, and India was known as Golden Bird in its history because of its richness. His generals consulted the map and the soldiers marched towards India. His generals, his commander, his commander of military, consulted the map and the soldiers marched towards India. They moved towards the India because they wanted to win over it. Alexander's powerful army crossed the grand mountain range of the Himalayas. The harsh terrain and the intense cold did not stop them from entering the country at River Sindhu. Alexander's powerful army. Alexander was a great king and his army was also powerful. And his powerful army crossed the grand mountain range of the Himalayas, which is laid in the Asian continent. The harsh terrain, the rough weather was unable to stop them, and the intense cold, immense cold, extreme cold was unable to stop them from entering the country at the river Sindhu. They were entered in the India from the Sindhu river, now known as the Indus. Earlier, Sindhu was a river, but now it is known as the Indus. Here he encountered Porus, the mighty king of Pora kingdom. Porus territory stretched between the Jhelum, known to the Greeks as Hydaspes, and the Chenab rivers in what is now called Punjab. Here he encountered, here in India, Alexander was encountered Porus. He was a mighty king of the Pora kingdom. He was a powerful kingdom. Sorry, the Porus was a great king of the Pora kingdom. Porus territory. His area was stretched between the two rivers Jhelum and Chenab rivers. And In Greek times, it was known as the Hydaspes. Jhelum was known to the Greeks as Hydaspes, and Chenab rivers in what is now called Punjab, and that area is now called Punjab. A fierce war was fought between Alexander's army and the army of King Porus of India. This was known as the Battle of Hydaspes. King Porus was defeated. There was a great war between the Alexander's army and the army of the King Porus of India. But in this battle, the battle was known as the Battle of Hydaspes, and the Porus was defeated in this battle, and Alexander was the winner of this battle. Now, Alexander was, however, greatly impressed by the bravery and grace of Porus, that he reinstated him as the commander of his own kingdom. It is told earlier that the Porus was he was a mighty king, he was a powerful king. So, Alexander was also impressed by his bravery and his grace, and he restored him as the commander of own kingdom. Alexander restored the Porus as the commander of his own kingdom. The area which was won by the Alexander, he restored to the Porus, and also granted him the power to rule over areas to the southeast extending up to the Bias River. He has given granted also to the Porus, he has given the power to rule over the areas to the southeast which was extending up to the Bias River. He has given him the power to control the total area. Alexander was elated at his first victory in India. Now, Alexander was highly powerful by his victory by the Battle of Hydaspes, which was between the Porus and him, and he was highly impressed by this. At sundown, when Alexander's army was resting, he mounted his horse and quietly slipped out of the camp to see the beautiful Indian countryside. At sundown, in the evening, at the time of sunset, when sun was setting, Alexander's army was resting. His army was resting in the forest. He mounted his horse. He mounted. वो अपने हॉर्स पर सवार होता है एंड क्वाइटली स्लिप्ड आउट ऑफ द कैंप टू सी द ब्यूटिफुल इंडियन कंट्री साइड बिकॉज he moved quietly. He slipped out of his camp to see the countryside because he wanted to beautiful scene of the Indian countryside. He wanted to see the villages of India. Alexander moved silently through the streets. The streets were empty. He passed through rows of houses. The houses were dark, with no burning lamps. He heard the sound of wailing women and the cries of children. Alexander, when Alexander was moving silently through the streets, there were streets empty. All the streets were empty there. He passed through the rows of the houses. When he was passing through the rows of houses, the houses were dark there. There were no lighting, with no burning lamps. Lamps were not burning there in the houses. He heard the sound of wailing women's. Wailing means रोने की आवाज़ें. He heard the sound of wailing women and the cries of the children. अलेक्जेंडर के विनाश के कारण जो तबाही हुई उसमें सिर्फ औरतों के रोने की आवाज़ें और बच्चों के चिल्लाने की आवाज़ें ही सुन पाता है. There was nothing else. But Alexander felt no pity. He had no pity on that by doing this. Instead, he was filled with pride at his victory. But Now here he was highly motivated by his victory in the Battle of Hydaspes. He has no pity in that. He then turned his horse towards the jungle. As he moved along, he saw a bonfire in the distance. At a closer look, he found a group of Indian saints performing the yajna, ritual, religious ritual on the banks of the Sindhu. He stood behind a tree and watched in the fascination. He then turned his horse towards the jungle. Now he turned towards the jungle on his horse. As he moved along, he saw a bonfire. Bonfire means it is an open fire which is used in the as a symbol of celebration. He saw a bonfire in the distance. काफी दूर उसको जंगल में आग दिखाई देती है. At a closer look, when he was going to so close to that, he found a group of Indian saints performing the yajna. जब वो जा पास जाकर देखता है वहां पर there were Indian saints who were performing the yajna. Yajna is a ritual, religious ritual, which was performing on the banks of the river Sindhu. He stood behind a tree and watched in fascination. He has a keen interest to look at them. So he stood behind the tree and he was looking there. A strong a strong wind was blowing. It was getting very cold. He noticed that the saints were no clothes on the upper part of their bodies. Alexander was shocked. A strong wind was blowing because at the night time the weather was so cold and a strong wind was blowing there. It was getting very cold. It was extreme cold. He noticed that the saints were no clothes on the upper part of their bodies because saints were without clothes at their upper parts of their bodies. Alexander was shocked to see that because he never seen such kind of saints in his life. They are too poor to afford clothes, thought he, and felt sorry for them. He thought that the saints of India, those are unable to buy the clothes, and he was feeling sorry for them because they are not in the situation they can buy the clothes. So he was feeling for sorry them. He resolved to do something for them. He wanted to help them. He wanted to do something for them. He rushed back to the tent and woke up its chief journal. After this, he came back to the tent and he woke up its chief journal, chief commander of his army. He made them walk. I want you to bring me some thick blankets and woolen cloths at once. This is a matter of great urgency. He ordered his soldiers to bring some thick blankets and woolen clothes at that particular moment, and he told them that it is a matter of urgency. Urgently, I want thick blankets and woolen cloths. Without delay, heaps of warm blankets and clothes were bundled and loaded on the horses. Without wasting any time, a heap of warm blankets, a bundle of warm blankets and clothes are, were bundled and loaded on the horses. Alexander himself led the horsemen back to the jungle. The saints were still engaged in chanting, oblivious of the harsh weather. बिना कोई देरी किए हॉर्सेस पर ब्लैंकेट्स लाद दिए जाते हैं. अलेक्जेंडर हिमसेल्फ लेड द हॉर्समैन, और अलेक्जेंडर खुद लीड करता है, खुद नेतृत्व करता है और जंगल तक हॉर्समैन को लेकर जाता है. द सेंट्स वर स्टिल एंगेज इन चांटिंग. अभी भी संत यज्ञ करने में बिजी थे, व्यस्त थे. ऑब्लिवियस ऑफ द हार्श वेदर. Intense cold, immense cold, extreme cold, they were busy in their ritual. बट हर टाइप के वेदर से, हर ठंडी हवा के चलने के बावजूद, इस खराब मौसम की परवाह ना करते हुए, खराब मौसम से अनजान, अभी भी संत अपने यज्ञ में बिजी थे. दे आर unaffected by the cold and chilly weather, remarked Alexander. He moved his horse closer, but the saints took no notice of him. They are unaffected by the cold. All the saints were unaffected by the immense cold because there was no effect of the cold on them. And the chilly weather, remarked Alexander. अलेक्जेंडर ने नोटिस किया कि उन पर ठंडी हवाओं का और ख़राब मौसम का कोई प्रभाव नहीं हो रहा. He moved his horse closer, but the saints took no notice of him. वो अपने हॉर्स को उनकी और क्लॉज लेके गया, पास लेके गया, लेकिन सेंट्स इतने बिजी थे, सेंट्स अपनी यज्ञ करने में इतने बिजी थे कि उन्होंने उसकी कोई परवाह नहीं की और उसको आने को कोई भी नोटिस नहीं किया. वेदर ही वॉज देयर और नॉट, कि उनके पास कोई आ रहा है या नहीं, इस बात की भी उन्होंने कोई परवाह नहीं की. एंड दे वर ऑल वर बिजी इन देयर यज्ञ. Rest of the part we will complete in the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day, everyone.